Evening and welcome again to Wargaming in a Cave, and it's time for the end of December, early January update. Again, the December is always caught short by Christmas and interrupts the paint flow. Although one recommendation I would have for Wargamers out there, this was brilliant. When it came to wrapping Christmas presents this year, it generated some more time for painting. So sellotape dispenser, highly recommended. Anyway, back to proper wargaming. This month I have completed my test French Young Guard Voltigeur figure by Front Rank. As you will see on the YouTube channel, there are two videos as to how I've painted him, sorry. I'm trying to get him so he focuses. There we go, that's not too bad. And just twirling around for you. So I've done a step-by-step guide as to how I paint him. Hopefully you'll find it useful. All feedback is welcome, so please add comments and or questions. I've also started a Facebook page by the same name of Wargaming in a Cave, so it will be easy to upload files onto there. And again, if you have questions, then please feel free to post them on there and I'll do my best to answer them. As to what else I've been up to in December, I shall give you a quick canter through the cave to show you what's been finished, and a quick discussion about plans for next year. So following on from the test figure, I've now started work on the rest of the battalion. As you can see, I batch paint, and whilst they have not made an enormous amount of progress since I showed them to you as being ready at the start of the month, I've been waiting for the winter painting challenge so I can count them all towards that. Now, I'm painting in a batch, which is all 35 figures in one go. I tend to break it up slightly, so you'll notice that I'm halfway through doing the black on these figures. And once I've done that, I'll probably move on to something else for a short period of time and then come back to making sure they get progress. They need to be finished by the 21st of January so I can score some points in the paint challenge. Otherwise I'm going to be kicked out at a very early stage, so they will need to be prioritised. Also been experimenting with plastic figures. Don't generally use plastic figures. All my collection of metal tend to be Front Rank or Elite. I picked up a cheap box of Perry's plastics just to see how easy it is to put them together and or to paint them. As you can see, they're making reasonable progress. They're sort of a side project, and hopefully they'll be finished at some point in January. They're again painted with either Foundry or Warpaint Fanatic paints, and I'll probably do a video for British Napoleonics when I start the next lot, which will be some KGL. Something that's actually been finished. These walls, which will be forming part of the Hougoumont complex when we do our Waterloo game, have now been finished and are ready for action. I've also varnished them so they're good and ready to go on the table. I just need to finish off painting the gate. As you can see, it goes in here, and then I'll base that up so that it's in one piece ready for the game. Now I've also finished these that you've probably seen photos of on the Facebook page. They are Seleucid Companion Cavalry by Aventine Miniatures. They were an absolute joy to paint. I'll pull the camera in so you can see them slightly closer. I will almost certainly be doing a video at some point on how I paint Ancients. The next unit's likely to be some more Seleucid pikemen. But I have the file and the step-by-step instructions on how I've painted them, so I need to buy some more figures from Aventine and then I can paint up another regiment of cavalry, and when I do that I will share how I have painted them. So my painting plans for next year mainly focus around our two big projects. We're planning a refight of Waterloo in May of 2026. So that means that I need to paint up some KGL, British Hussars, Hanoverians. They're all on my paint list for early part of New Year, so I should be working my way through them. As I said, I will do a video about particularly the Hanoverians probably because that'll be the first time I've painted them, but it's a good example because they'll be using obviously British Red. Other wargaming projects for next year include a refight of Arnhem, I haven't shown you the buildings because, to be honest, there hasn't been much progress as far as they're concerned. I hope by the end of January's update that there'll be progress around the buildings. And I'll do a video about painting buildings because of painting figures I find relatively easy. Painting buildings, I don't know why, but I still have a bit of a block about painting them. I'm not quite sure why. There's no logical reason to it. I just sometimes find them more challenging. I find them more challenging than painting vehicles or infantry figures or cavalry. So I'll do a video about how I paint those when I get to them, just to help those who are also struggling with how to approach the subject. So Arnhem will remain a big project. I've got British paras that need painting so that they're ready for the refight, and some more German armour and German figures. So again, plenty of opportunity for videos. As ever, ask questions if there's a particular video you'd like. I mainly paint World War II, British and German, some Americans, and Napoleonics, and some ancients from my Seleucids. So it's on those main three periods that I should be painting in 2026. But if there's a particular unit and I happen to have it needed to paint it up, then I'm quite happy to do a video. Or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I hope you found it useful. The next video I'm planning is how I varnish, which some people struggle with, and I will hopefully show you how I do it so that you get a nice matte finish whilst protecting the figures as well. The video won't last very long, you'll be pleased to hear. It won't be another epic like painting the French Young Guard. Varnishing is quite straightforward, so I should do a video about that early in January. That's it. It just remains me to wish you a very happy new year. Hope you have plenty of war games to look forward to in 2026. May your dice roll high or low, depending on the rule set. And see you soon. Thank you for watching Wargaming in a Cave.